gets ready to get this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here we go.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field.
A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They go play action here on first down. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. Touchdown, New Orleans. Jared Cook, 42 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10. At their own 21-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Right there.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. He uncorks it for Snead. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Coverage there by Von Bell. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, it's Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Demario Davis coming in for the sack that time. And when you go 5 wide like they just did there, you can't really max protect, can you?
No, you cannot. What you're hoping is that by going 5 wide, you're forcing the defense into coverage. And if you do that, you get a chance to find some people downfield. But if they audible themselves and go into a blitz, then it's got to happen right now.
Or lights out.
Or exactly right. Turn them out. That play's over.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz good on the extra point, and it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Jackson. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Eli Apple, good to the core there as he gets in and knocks it away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. He uncorks it for Snead. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
Check safety, check safety. 25, check 25, check 25. Right there.
Jackson will throw again. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Throwing is Jackson. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick six. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And fresh off the pick six, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount was his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
Deep in there, right? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
That would have been a great catch, but it was real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
On second down, Ingram. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. On third down, Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Normally, I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already shown in the first half that they'll go for it on fourth down.
Oh, they should have already said, punt it, punt it. Head coach have already made that decision.
Now, here's something you don't see too often. They're 0 for 2 converting these in the opening quarter, but they're trying a third time here on fourth down. And here's another interception, the third of this first quarter. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Lutz with the extra point. And the rout is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got to be absolutely reeling right now. Couldn't have expected to be down this big, this early. But that's the spot they're in as they come up to try again here. And he's taken down here by the Saints. The sack coming from defensive end Cameron Jordan. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17.
With the score, Saints 28, Ravens nothing.
Yeah.
Jackson now. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Under 10.
Here's Jackson on third and long. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Good coverage that time by Patrick Robinson. So fourth down coming up. What do you expect?
They've gone for it time after time. They haven't punted yet. I don't know what's right anymore.
Oh, shifty.
Whoa.
Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Saints will have a short field in front of them. They take over here, first and 10.
5-9. Hey, break it down, fellas. Break it down. He's coming. Double up. He's coming.
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Matt Judon there to bring him down. So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Breeze. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Jihad Ward, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. From the gun, it's Breeze. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. They'll call that a 33-yard punt with no return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3-and-out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Jackson to throw again. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And nothing but daylight ahead. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 83 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now a 28-7 ball game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
The Saints take over.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
Opposite. Check nickel. 48 to Mike. I got you.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. He was trying to hit Thomas that time.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they've got him blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
58's the Mike. 58's the Mike. Watch the curve.
After the interception, here's Jackson. This will be caught by Brown. They'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens cut into that lead. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that cuts the lead to 28-14. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Let's go.
25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Thomas has got it. Complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. He'll get 15 and a Saints first down. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And this is Cook with a grab. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards, good for his Saints first down. Breeze now on 1st down. And Thomas has it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here. Breeze to throw again. That'll be complete to Cook. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Saints first down there on a gain of 11. Breeze now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's first down. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And it's second down.
I got you. 48 to Mike.
Now Breeze again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. So back-to-back incompletions. Third down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
On third down, here's Kamara. And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the first down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. On fourth down, off goes Drew Brees, and on comes the Saints kicker Will Lutz for the field goal attempt. And Lutz's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick.
We play to win. Let's go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Ready. You ready? Over. That's not good. Undercut.
A 10th carry for Kamara. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
Not only is a slant route really difficult to cover, it's a real staple play for an offense on a fourth down because it's a quick-hitting play. Get the ball in the hands of the quarterback right to the receiver.
And the receiver has to be ready because that thing's coming on a rope. Now Kamara. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it could be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
Mike. 5'9". 12. 02.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. They come out here in the I. After the big play, a chance to finish now on first and goal. They'll run with a fullback, Zach Line. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up second and goal. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the fourth. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the fourth. They'll run it with Kamara. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on third and goal. The Saints on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. They're looking at a third and goal here. They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. Such a long drive here. 3 points. That would be a disappointment, but I don't know if you can go for it here, can you?
Well, you know, the defense was really giving them a lot all the way downfield, and now they've stiffened. Forget that bend, don't break. Now they don't even want to let them get a yard, do they? So in this spot, you remember what the coaches told us before the ball game? Any drive that ends with a kick is going to be okay with us, whether it's a punt, a field goal, or an extra point. Take the field goal right here.
They run. It's Kamara. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Here we go.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. He uncorks it for Snead. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Throwing again on second and 10. Jackson, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating.
And he's going to go down again. Demario Davis able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
They're going on fourth down. It's Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And they work this well upfield across the 45. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over it. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Check. Motion. Short. Right there. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Y'all not ready. Mike's 5'4", Mike's 5'4".
To throw again is Jackson. Being chased out left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Marcus Davenport, the first rounder out of UTSA with a sack. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. I'm coming after you.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And finally he is out of bounds, but not before taking it down near the 15. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Jackson from the shotgun. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Seth Roberts there to make the grab, and the Ravens get a bit closer. So the Ravens will keep the offense on the field as they're going to go for 2. They'll try and run with Ingram, and he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Kamara. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll run. This is Kamara. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Ready. 5-8. Check 48 to the mic. Watch the slap. Kill. Check the backer.
A man who's been busy this afternoon. It's Kamara again. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This to make it a 3-score game late. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. And that will make this now a 19-point advantage. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just One last drive here for Pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. To throw is Jackson. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Give him 30 yards there. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Again, Jackson. He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Good coverage that time by Patrick Robinson. I guess at this point, Charles, heck, why not take some shots?
I would agree with that totally, because a big play can't hurt at all. Heck, you might get a pass interference call out of it. Somehow the ball might get tipped up and you come down with it. Might not do too much for the result of the game, but it could add to your stats.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver. 3rd down here. Jackson will throw again. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. Marshawn Lattimore right there on the coverage. He was draped all over it. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. On 4th down, Jackson. Got a man. It's Brown. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on 1st down. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Ravens cut into that lead. Tucker with the extra point. And they're able to cut this deficit down to 12. So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hand seam. And that should just about put a capper on this one.
Ready. Yellow waiting. Over. They're running it.
Breeze is looking to throw. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. From Baltimore, so long, everybody.